The first time they came to get me for their army, they were easy to fool. I acted dumb and grinned, contrary to what we might assume. Everybody loves a dummy, cause you don't have to squint when the lights are dim. They read their paperwork out loud. I smiled and nodded my head up and down, careful not to make a sound. They told me when and where I was supposed to arrive, never gave a second thought to whether or not I would oblige. I can imagine the look on their face as they looked at the face of their clock, tapping their foot as they wait. How long did it take to realize I made a break and got lost on the way before they called it a day? Forget that, man. I was hidden inside of the city in a bed, breathing heavy with my favorite Betty. I'll be damned if I'm gonna catch a slug for you, so I changed my name to Slug so that nobody would catch me. Each one waiting for the light. 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 How I live and how I'll die. The second time they found me, they wanted to drown me. Yes, man doesn't like being made into mice. Started running they spiel about love and dedication, how I should feel as if I owe their nation my life. Look, boy, they said, don't you love your freedom? I told them freedom is a road seldom traveled by the most. Then I said they were suckers and unbuckled my belt and started masturbating right there all over myself. Picture this, standing there working my fist like about to leave a nut on their list. They cursed and started writing up a dispersal, but sir, won't you let me get my rocks off first? It's kinda weird how acting like a hype is like being a hype, just a thin line that separates the two. And now my mind likes to walk both sides of that stripe. Only I can manifest my life the way I do. Each one waiting for the light. 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 The third time they came was a charm. I was tired and tried, barely hanging from this yarn. The last two times I lost my path and my mind, so what the hell, might as well lose the farm. Come on, take me, make me, train me, break me, teach me to hold my anger, my crazy. Show me the right way to save these babies. Throw me into this world that hates me. Here I am in a land that feels foreign, following the plan, trying to find my portion. Still lost and still fondling my foreskin. Made me into a man, I still feel like an orphan. And I learned how to stand for a purpose. The world is a circus and I'm a soldier guarding the tent. With my weapon in hand, I'll represent and defend my hip-hop nation until the end. Peace, love, unity, and justice for all. 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 Peace, love, each one justice for the light. Peace, love, unity, and justice for all. Peace, love, each one justice for the light. Peace, love, unity, and justice for all. Peace, love, each one justice for the light. Peace, love, unity, and justice for all. Peace, love, each one justice for the light. And how I talk, and how I learn, each one waiting for the light. And how I live, and how I'll die, and how I dress, and how I walk, and how I breathe, and how I talk, and how I learn, and how I fight, and how I live, and how I'll die. Each one waiting for the light.